We've been scrambling up this mountain from way down there, and it is rough. Hopefully you get a sense of how steep it is. Looking up that way. Unfortunately, we're only just getting started too. We've done one line of about 40 on the topo map, so we still have a way to go, but we're gonna stick with it, try and get up there. The smoke is not helping either. Hurts our lungs, and we're hacking at coughing getting up here, but doing our best. So we'll keep at it, but I want to show you guys what we were dealing with, because this is really steep. This is just on the edge of needing technical equipment. We started from way down the canyon there, and first part was really steep. We actually had to use our hands, not on hands and knees, but our hands to pull our way up. It was not easy. There's a water ditch right there, a very old water ditch to feed the mines, and you can tell there hasn't been any logging or other activity here in a long time because of that Douglas fir right there, which is an absolute monster. You don't normally see that around any of the mines or anything like that, so pretty remote. If it looks hazy to you on the camera, it is. We're choking on smoke from a forest fire, so it kind of sucks hiking up this steep hill and getting all this crap inside of our lungs. It doesn't feel good. But the map made it look like this was the best way to get there, because the old topo maps showed a trail coming down to this mine, but it's just been erased by time. And so this was, despite the way it looks right now, still appeared to be the best way. So hopefully it's worth it. We're still dragging our way up this mountain, making slow, steady progress, grinding it out. That's what we still have ahead of us. I haven't looked at my phone in a while to see how close we are. It's going to be more satisfying to get to the end and see it almost there. The reason I turned on the camera here, though, is because I thought that last fir tree was big. Look at this one. This is one of the biggest I've ever seen. I have my buddy stand there for scale. That is an absolute monster of a fir tree. Wow. And it's actually not in bad shape. It's not surrounded by a bunch of brush or something, so it could actually have a good chance of surviving next forest fire comes ripping through here. We're on the north side of the mountain right now, so it's not as much brush. So it's good. I'm glad it has a chance to survive. I don't even see any fire scars on it.
800 feet to go.
Nice. Well, that is a thing of beauty. I am really glad that this long hike worked out for us. Got a rail right there. Lots of bits and pieces of metal around. I just peeked in there real quickly, and it's dry. That's my stuff right there. It's dry, and I can't tell how far back it runs, but it does go somewhere. Haven't really looked around outside too much yet, but that is definitely a relief to make a hike like that and then see it open. Lots of trails and cuts around here. More pieces of metal. Got an upper trail here and a lower trail. This is the landing we were looking up to, and don't see any sign of a mine here, but look at that stone foundation there. Obviously, they had buildings here. And this trail, in pretty good shape, keeps running this way, so let's see where it goes. Actually, there's another stone foundation right there. See that? Let's go get a look at that. On the other side of it now, looking up at it, looks like the wall one time extended through here, but it's collapsed. My buddy's going up to check it out. He'll let us know if there's anything good up there. But it's pretty cool. I love it when you can still see some of the surface infrastructure as well. And I don't know if you can see it from here. We look down there. There's a giant old riveted pipe sticking up right there. So we'll see what that's all about as well. Those stone foundations are in the center of the screen. There's a landing that cuts over into the hillside there. That pipe we're coming up to is down there. And I just looked down on the side of that tree. We've got these 4-foot treehouse looking things that I cannot figure out why they're there. They're old. They're very old because they're rotting off the tree, but they don't go to anything. And they're just stuck down the hill there. That's really weird. Take a look at this treehouse ladder looking thing on the side of the tree. How do you make any sense of that? Huh. We'll hike down the road some more, and this is where the prospect is supposed to be, behind my back. But there are obviously the remains of a structure here. Probably where the bunkhouse was. I'll show you why in a second. The trail keeps dropping down. It's supposed to drop all the way down to a distant ranch. I walked it a ways though, and all the mine type features disappeared. So imagine that was just the trail up to the mine, and probably hit the end of the miney type stuff. The reason I think this might have been a bunkhouse, you got the wood stove over here, and this one I can actually read. Sort of Bridge Beach and Company, St. Louis. Looks like. Hopefully somebody can Google that for us. Can't usually read them this well. Pretty cool. All right, back in front. Let's get in and take a look at what we're working with. Hopefully it doesn't go back 100 feet and end in a collapse. First good look inside. Looks pretty open. Piece of drill steel. Long ago jammed in there. You see it's kind of rusted into place now. Some old bits and pieces of wood and metal, but no rail yet. A little muddy, but I don't see any footprints, which is a good sign. If it gets any more muddy, I gotta grab the waders. But I'm liking the no footprints thing. Probably a vent line or something hanging off of that. There are some track ties. They pulled all the rail out. You saw some of it outside, but at least some of the track ties survived. It's getting misty in here.
There are bear prints in here.
Cool. If you didn't hear that, there are bear prints. Oh, I see it. Yeah, there's one right here. There's a big one.
Yeah, there's a couple different sizes too.
It looks pretty fresh, actually. Did yours look pretty fresh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that, and I saw a smaller size.
Huh. Which way is that going? They're going in or out? It's going
in.
Yeah.
Insulator.
Well, I've always said that I've only seen bats, rats, and bugs in a mine. I hope that doesn't change today with a bear.
Or a bear with cubs.
Or a bear with, well, wrong time of year for the cubs, but
Yeah.
I'd be all right not meeting a bear underground, to be honest with you.
Well, if it turns out okay, it'd be a great experience.
Be a great video, but that could well be a viral video. Us getting charged by a bear. Yeah, I don't like the fact that we only saw the prints going in.
Yeah, trying to keep a good eye ahead.
I have to, yeah. Got some strap rail here.
Usually it gets drier the further you go in.
Yeah, this is not getting drier. And piss ditch is still kind of doing its job on the left. Drain out the mine. Very misty in here. You can see about some of the wood still from the strap rail, and there's some of the strap rail there as well. Don't know anything about how big this mine is, but with all the infrastructure described, it's got good potential. Man, I'm having a hard time making that out. I see 1938. Advance. Another 1938. January 10th, 1938. Kind of surprised they're up here in January.
That's a good echo running down.
Yeah. We're up kind of high in the mountains, so the reason I said I was surprised they might be here in January. It's because I thought it might be snowed in. If those are miners or mine explorers. I don't know when this mine shut down. Soup lead. So now I gotta look for bears, gotta look for miners graffiti. Oh, that's cool. Wow, look at this. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be big winds in here possibly.
350 plus feet. That's a nice mule.
Yeah.
Wish I could read that.
Same here. Yeah, some of the reports we read suggested there was a 350-foot winds in here, so I'm looking for that. Probably most concerned about the bear. But the infrastructure I keep trying to talk about before I get interrupted by cool stuff. Describe blacksmith shop, bunkhouse, what else was there?
Generator building.
Generator building.
Marks over here.
Look at that, they were drilling straight in the side right here. That's weird.
They did that back there. I thought it was for utilities, but there's been quite a few of them.
Huh. That's odd. Still very misty. $1947, I think. So those drills on the side, that's weird. It's got to be for utilities.
Yeah, they're all about the same depth, like 6-8 inches.
Yeah, it's got to be for utilities.
And look, they picked out. Oh, you know what? We've done this ourselves. They picked out that relief for the pipes.
Oh, yeah.
It's right on this outer curve.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the pick marks
And look,
there.
drill steel right there, probably sitting.
Yeah.
Airline or vent line or something.
Yeah. That absolutely makes sense. And here's more support for that idea. Just making sure I'm not
Mist
missing.
is actually bear breath.
This is good. It keeps running back.
Oh, now we got complete strap rail.
Oh, you're right.
Good 30-foot run of it. Usually it doesn't stay together.
No, it usually doesn't. Especially, this mine is well over 100 years old.
That 47 marking, that's early mine explorer territory.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be shocked if this mine was still operational then, from everything we've seen and heard. $1920. What was that? Oh,
FCB.
can you make out the gym or something? It's unusual to see miners graffiti at all in this area because it's so wet.
45.
Mud's not getting worse. It's not getting better, but it's not getting worse. Looks like I might have something up here on the right. Oh. That looks perfect for a bear den. What was the point of that? Yeah, they would have had to crawl in there. Maybe a raise or something?
Maybe.
I don't know, it looks prospecty.
Looks dry, we'll have to crawl it.
Yeah.
That is where I would go though if I was a bear. Gets you up out of the mud.
Yeah.
Nice and cozy. Can't tell if that's the face. Or if that's the face.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. There's bend or something up there. There has to be more though. That can't be the end.
Insulator.
Insulator, yeah.
Oh, here's a single jack.
Oh, I missed that. Right there, single jacking drill.
Oh.
That's cool. I'm surprised that's there.
Definitely remote line.
True. I always extol the virtues of remote lines.
See these, whatever that piece of steel is, I've seen a couple there.
Yeah, I've
some
seen.
have hooks on them, some of that 90-degree bend.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those were for.
Some are actually like a fully curved to a point hook. Never seen that before.
Could have been utilities again. Alright. Looks like we have a bend up here, so the bear's probably waiting for me right at the bend. So I wouldn't have time to react. Getting a little more muddy. Looks, oh no. I'm sorry to see that. Wait, was it? Yeah, it's a collapse. Damn it. Ah, it's really muddy too.
Bear got trapped in it.
Yeah, that's done, unfortunately. Over here, that's just backfilled. Well, that is a shame, but looks like we're getting into serpentine here, so I can't say I'm surprised. Yeah, it's just backfilled. That's a shame.
Oh, I have to crawl up that passage.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take a look. There's a bunch of sticks and old timbers here.
Big slab.
Oh yeah, but there's no way over that.
Even if there was, it's the ground's getting shitty.
Yeah, see, man, I hate serpentine. As soon as you hit the serpentine, I'm gonna go over there and look just to be sure. But
See that big piece right there? Looks like it fell from the top of the right rib.
yeah, man, serpentine gets us so many times. So many times. Can't say I'm too sorry not to have met the bear.
I don't know, would have made a great story.
It would have. Goes up a few feet more than you can see, but it is done. God, it's all serpentine here.
Bummer about that shaft.
Yeah. Man, I wonder how far back this ran. That serpentine gets us every time. I hate that stuff. All right, we're back at that little crawl-in drift, and my buddy's going to check it out. Wasn't kidding about it being just for crawling. Unless it leads to a vent shaft or something like that. It's got to be a little prospect. I'll be curious to hear what's at the end. What do you got?
It just ends at a spiral face.
Interesting.
Kind of, it's like an eye. And they just shot 2 holes worth.
Wow.
And you can still see the blast powder all over the walls in here. And the muck is what I'm standing on, so this is actually bigger.
Huh.
A little bigger, not much.
That's weird.
They probably slushed it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, I'm just standing on a muck pile.
Huh. Curious. So you've got the river, an old wooden bridge down there, and this old cabin in the woods here. Shake roof, obviously very old, but It's been loosely maintained because you can see the glass windows are still intact, and I see a few little modern bits and pieces, but the original is obviously quite old. An outbuilding there. It's like the roof's starting to go. Go take a look inside real quick. Go look inside the cabin. Remains of the cabin. Roof is definitely starting to go. See, it's caved in completely here. A gun rack right there. Sealed shut. The old stove there. That's an old riveted tank. Pretty cool. Judging from the ads, looking at the car, I would guess that was old. Trying to see a date somewhere. But I'm failing at that so far. So, when I first came in, I opened up the fridge and there was a hornet's nest inside. Fortunately, it's still cold, so they didn't come swarming out, but I'm not going to repeat that. So you just have to take my word for it. There's just some really old rotten food inside. I guess they're getting in. Oh yeah, they're getting in through there. Alright, that would appear to be that. So you got the cabin there, and then there's this outbuilding down here. The remains of a trail running down to it. Old wheelbarrow. Very old. Wood stove or cook stove. Fire hose. More fire hose. A lot of bundles of fire hose in here. What's that?
A lot of fuel cans.
Yeah.
And plumbing.
Indeed. Yeah, they were moving some water around for sure.